What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? They're going to dot the I here in Columbus, Ohio. 3:30 kickoff set for tomorrow in the shoot. Phil Nagy on Sports joining you here, and excited to bring this one to you. It is officially our week number 6 sim. The Iowa Hawkeyes are in town. Yes, the Buckeyes will be sporting those alternate grays, so I can only assume Iowa will wear their home blacks. But excited to bring this game to you. Ohio State flying high and undefeated. This will be the first time, though, that they're going to be tested by a by a borderline elite defense, which is what Iowa has. They have potentially the 2 best linebackers in the country on their team, and they are sensational. We'll talk more about them when we get there, but otherwise, let's get this one kicked off as Iowa will win the toss and defer, so the Buckeyes will get the kick first. And Kojo Antwi is going to take a knee in the end zone. Offense coming back out on the field. Those are the sim statistics so far for Emeka Egbuka. Through 4 games, 27 catches, 3 touchdowns. He has been a very good player for them, and he has been in real life as well. This is our official 2024 season sim. Howard, first play of the game. Drag across the middle to the freshman Smith. Watch out. Broken tackle. Not this time. Xavier Nwangpa. He's a 90 overall rated safety in the back of that defense. Nwangpa. Very, very talented player, sporting the number 1 back there. Now Howard with a deep drop. He's got lots and lots of time against the 3-man rush. He's going to heave it deep to the right side. Man down there. A tussle in the end zone, and it's intercepted. Picked off into the end zone. The defensive back, what was that? It was like a Hail Mary, and Jeremy Harris, the 5th-year senior defensive back, picks it off in the end zone. What is happening there? The Buckeye fans cannot believe it. Howard had all day to throw, and Jermari Harris, like what is Howard doing? Like, this is a 72-yard throw. He chucks that thing very, very deep. There was 6 players down there, and Harris from Iowa is the first one to get it. They'll stretch it right side to LaShawn Williams. Now, Iowa's offense is paced by their running game. Of course, Cade McNamara, the former Michigan Wolverine, is the quarterback. So you see a lot of LaShawn Williams, but unfortunately for you Hawkeye fans out there, Caleb Johnson, their very, very good running back, number 2, is not in the game. He is not in the game. It is just LaShawn Williams, and he's got 3 runs and a first down already. Hey, Kit, welcome in. And yes, you're right. A Hail Mary on the second first down of the game seemed odd to me. Now McNamara tipped up in the air, and it's almost caught on the way back down by Jacob Gill, the receiver. 3rd and 1, and hell's bells ring here in the horseshoe. McNamara, give it right side run, fighting his way for the first down, but ball pops out and it's picked up. Jordan Hancock falls on the football. Somebody hit the runner late. And let's see if this one stands. Was that Moulton, the second running back on the carry? We will have to wait and see. Jack Sawyer stripping the football. It is Moulton, the second running back, and Jack Sawyer comes in late, knocks that thing out, and the Buckeyes get it right back. So the arm punt is negated, and the Buckeyes have the football. Quick RPO left side to Egbuka, caught at the 40. They'll pick up a gain of 7 for Emeka Egbuka. Hey, George, welcome in. Go Bucks. They'll go quick tempo. Here comes the left side run. Henderson to the corner. First down and more to the 35 for Travion Henderson, and that's where he'll go down. First down, Buckeyes. So let's talk about these 2 superstar linebackers. Nick Jackson is one of them. He wears the number 10. The other one is Jay Higgins. RPO right side, wide open, 30. Broken tackle, spun around. First down, Jeremiah Smith. The other one is Jay Higgins. Higgins wears number 34, 5th-year senior, both of which could have gotten drafted last year, both of which came back. And I think they're a 96 and a 93 overall rated. They are extremely good players. Nwangpa, we already saw earlier, the free safety is a 92. So the strength of their team is their defense. And it will be interesting to see how the Buckeyes handle it in real life tomorrow. Howard, right side, throw it across the middle, a drag route to G. Scott as tight end, and he shoved it out of bounds the 9-yard line. They'll take a quick look back to the left after some tempo, though, keeping the Hawkeyes from substituting. Now here comes Henderson. He'll try the right, and he'll be thrown to the ground. That was a monster tackle from the defensive lineman that time, as Ethan Herkett, senior from Cedar Rapids, comes over, and a transfer from Xavier makes the tackle. Now they'll spread him out empty. Motion coming, pop pass potentially. Egbuka, can he get the corner? He breaks one tackle, but he cannot break a second. And that's where he'll be thrown to the ground, and Emeka Egbuka by Deshaun Lee, the sophomore cornerback. 3rd and goal now from the 6. I think Ohio State in real life has been very good in the red zone. They twist in the front, left side over the middle, touchdown, G. Scott. Buckeyes on the board first, the senior tight end from Kit's neck of the woods, and a big touchdown to start the game for the Ohio State Buckeyes. So no harm, no foul, I suppose, on the on the arm punt interception that happened there. But yeah, so there you go. 7-0 here with the kick pending. As again, senior tight end G. Scott. Mason, thanks for that. You didn't have to do that. Mason is all on board with the let's blow up the Browns and fully tank for 2 years so that we can draft. It's Cooper Manning's son. Make sure you put Arch Manning in there, buddy. We don't want Cooper Manning. He's like 45 years old. We want Arch Manning in 2026. He is all aboard the blow it up for the Browns train. I'm not quite there just yet. Kit, I haven't talked to about it, so I don't know what his thoughts are. My guess is that he's probably not ready to blow it up just yet either. But G. Scott from East Side Catholic High School, Kid. You know where that is in Seattle? East Side Catholic is where G. Scott went. And now a 4th down coming up because Jack Sawyer is a monster. Yeah, it's been hard to watch. I mean, I know we weren't all synchronously chatting during the last game because I was working and Kit's been in and out, but it's not even just that we're losing. It's just that we just look awful. We have like no identity. We're super undisciplined. Tons and tons of penalties. Like, you know, negating huge plays. It's just been very, very hard to watch and disheartening. Howard goes left side to G. Scott. And G. Scott's got them set up for a 3rd and 4. Here for the Buckeyes. They're going to continue to go fast, try to put pressure on this Hawkeye defense. Now motion coming. They're switching spots with their playmakers. Now back to pass. Will Howard, the senior quarterback, shuffling, rolling, shuffling, firing out of bounds. He'll live to play another day. Not going to arm punt this one into the end zone. Instead, Joe McGuire will come in to punt it away, and he almost got roughed. And this punt will go out of bounds just inside the 20 at the 16-yard line. That's okay. No worries, Kit. Seattle's not a tiny town by any means. Here's a quick throw to the right side, and a 1st down now 2 yards away. Jacoby Gill on the receiving end of that one. Or excuse me, Brees. Oh, no, I'm on. That's 15, not 5. Look at the roster correctly, Phil. It was Jacob Gill. Stretch it right side. Williams, it'll be blown up by Tyleek Williams, who continues to be a monster. I mean, unless you have a Mahomes, a Burrow, a Josh Allen, then you're right. The easiest way to rebuild is to try to hit on a rookie quarterback and surround him with as much talent as possible. But I mean, my frustration is that I don't know if Watson is not intelligent enough to run the Dorsey scheme, or if it requires significantly better blocking that we're getting. But like, there's nothing to hang our hats on offense. Like, what do we do well? At least with the Stefanski offense, you knew we were going to be able to run wide zone and have play action shot plays off of it. But they just look completely uninspired and unorganized on offense. And then the defense has been fine. I mean, they're giving up 20 points a game or whatever, which should be very winnable in the NFL. They're not as lights out as they were, but just been really, really tough tough to gauge any of it. And again, I understand injuries are a part of it, but I mean, you know, the list of players practicing would be longer than the list of players who are not on their injury reports right now. Like or would be shorter. I mean, there's so many guys nicked up. So we'll see. Here's a nice run from Travion Henderson. He'd look good in brown and orange next year for us. Of course, I don't know if you're going to take him at, what are we, pick number 5 right now if the season ended today? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Nick's going to reserve, Kit is going to reserve judgment until Nick Chubb can come back to the offense. Here's a beautiful post to the freshman, Jeremiah Smith. I don't know if you guys got a chance to watch the Michigan State game in person last week, but he had 2 incredible one-handed catches on the same drive. This kid is a freak show. I am telling you that there's probably 8 to 10 teams in the NFL that he would be the best receiver on their team right now as an 18-year-old. Tipped away in the end zone, and once again, Howard with kind of a mysterious shot play for an unnecessary reason. 2nd and 10. Right side, Henderson to the 25, and that's where he'll go down. Nice run for 9, sets up a 3rd and 1. They'll go hurry up again. There you see Jay Higgins, superstar linebacker, just standing on that 20-yard line now. He'll shift back to the middle. Shifting of a formation for the Buckeyes as well. Howard gives it to Henderson. He'll try to go wide, and he won't get there. Don't like them going wide there, but look at Ryan Day. Look at the aggressiveness here. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches. He'll climb under center and 2 tight ends into the game. Fake the jet sweep. Juggins, first down. Broken tackle 20 and pushed aside. This is where he will go down to the ground. Tackled there by the unnamed linebacker number 32, not on the roster for reasons unknown to me. Howard, drag across the middle. 10-5, touchdown Buckeyes! Don't forget about me, says Carnell Tate. I was a 5-star too. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown Buckeyes. Now they lead 14-0 here at home. And yes, if you're just joining us, they will be sporting the all grays on Sunday. Yeah, he is an absolute baller. Well said, Kit. Now, Chubb, I believe I just heard on the radio drive home from school that Chubb was ruled out already for Sunday, but he obviously practiced this week. Hudson went to IR. Wills and Conklin practiced all week. Could we get Wills and Conklin back? Even just one of them, please. 14-0 Buckeyes. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel, only place that you can find these live simulated sporting events with the live original commentary. LaShawn Williams again will get stretched to the left side, and C.J. Hicks keeps bouncing and spilling around the line. And it takes him down for a TFL, and Ohio State is just all over Iowa right now. Back to pass now for the play action. Throwing on the run, tipped away as he tried to go for his tight end, Luke Lachey. Yes, son of Jim Lachey. I think the issue is, Mason, is that his knee is just, he's got a knee injury, so he looks very hobbled and thus very fat and slow. I don't think he's any much more overweight than he was last year. I think he's just hobbled and playing at like a 50% capacity, which makes him slower. Just his size in general, I think, is what makes him look really, really big. He's just really, really big. Yeah, and that's kind of the kid I was thinking about that too. Like, let's say they want to hold him out for another 2 weeks or whatever. Like, if they're 1-5 or 1-6, like, do you even bring him back? You know what I mean? Just like, hey, dude, take the whole year off, rest. There's zero reason to bring you back. We want you healthy for next year or whatever. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that'll start being blown up at that point anyway, and it won't matter. Who knows? Who knows? 3rd and 5 here. Buckeyes continuing to go quickly. We're still in the first quarter, by the way. 2 minutes to go. Buckeyes have scored or thrown an interception on every single one of their drives so far. Actually, no, that's not true. They punted once. And out of bounds, Scott. Just got to have better body control. They're going to go for it again. Spread them out 5 wide here on a 4th and 1. Love the aggressiveness from Ryan Day inside Hawkeyes territory. Fired it with a shot over the middle to Tate. He spins out of a tackle to the 10. Call it the 9. for the true sophomore Carnell Tate. An embarrassment of riches with he and Ennis and Smith next year as 2 juniors and a sophomore. Left side throw, and he got hit as he threw it. Kind of turfed the ball into the back of his running back's leg. 2nd and goal for the Buckeyes. Over the middle. I don't know, Mason. You want to shop everybody, and I get that. Like you were the other day in the chat, you were like, you can get 2 1s for Miles, you can get a 1 for the Chief, you can get a 1 for, like, you want to sell. Oh, as he's picked in the end zone again. Wongpa got there. The junior safety, Xavier Wongpa, and he picks him off for the 2nd time of the quarter. Will Howard makes a bad choice here as Wongpa does a really nice job to pick him off. And he just never saw him. Drag route coming across the middle, and he just never saw the safety creep under there. So I'm not totally fire sailing everybody, Mason. I think there's still a reason to keep some of the players. But yeah, you were mentioning Njoku, Ward, Miles, Chubb, Tonio, Cooper. Like, you were ready to just trade everybody and blow it all the way up to the studs. I don't know if we're quite there yet. At least if I'm not quite there yet. I understand. Trust me, I understand. I am very much the sell while they're worth something guy, especially if they're not going to come back. But you're talking about completely changing the face of the heart of your roster with some of those people. The only guy I really wish they would trade is number 4. At this point, I just roll with DTR. Let him go back to the Kevin Stefanski offense. But the trade for Flacco again. Tell him to throw a couple less interceptions. McNamara firing it right side in space, up in the air and knocked away again. There's no good answers. It's, again, winning cures all, losing makes everything awful. And they're losing right now, frankly. And they're not looking good while doing it. And they're losing the games that they were supposed to have won. The schedule, gets hard now. And somehow the Commanders have a rookie quarterback, and Cliff Kingsbury's dialed up an offense for him where he's 20 for 22 in every game. He's incredibly efficient. This one's going to be a short punt picked up on the bounce. And Ennis will return it to the 43. No harm, no foul on Howard's 2nd interception of the day. So I don't know. Hey, Keith, welcome in, man. So I don't know. There's no good answers. This is why those guys are getting paid millions and millions of dollars to make these decisions. But yeah, I wonder. We've seen the track record of Jimmy Haslam. Has he learned his lesson from the past? Is he willing to kind of let this go? As Judkins to the right side. Quinshawn with a big run, and he'll be thrown down by Xavier Nwangpa. First down, Buckeyes. Will Jimmy let him ride it out? Does he decide to can Stefanski? Does he decide to can Andrew Berry? He just gave them extensions. He talked about how they were great people. Was that ultimately the kiss of death? Again, we'll never fully know. Was it Haslam's desire to have Watson? Were Andrew Berry and Kevin really on the DW is the answer for us, or was it sort of an arranged marriage? We'll never fully know how that all worked. It's a nice little out route to Junkins, and look at Quinshawn breaking tackles. But ultimately, it's not going the way that it was supposed to. He is healthy now, and he did look better against the Raiders. I was finally able to watch the game yesterday. He did look better against the Raiders, certainly, but you're not, not $230 million franchise quarterback better. And again, the offense just looks not very good. The scheme is just what are we doing? We get 2-yard runs. He throws a short pass, or he scrambles for a couple yards. That's all that we had. And then, we have a big shot play. Oh, holding. But even that was unscripted. That's him leaving the pocket unscripted. So we're starting to see where a lot of those big plays come from him. And we talked about it before, being unscripted, and then the pocket breaks down and he just runs and backyard footballs. And he's very good at that, and that's what he had extreme success with in Houston while going 4-12. And are we headed to a spot where that's the best that he can look while we go 4-12? It's just tough as Jaden Fielding puts one up and in, but the Buckeyes missing an opportunity for a touchdown there. 17-0 here Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, Nagy on Sports. Appreciate everybody being on. Buckeyes rolling here and continuing to score points even despite a very good Hawkeye defense, which has intercepted Will Howard already twice. Look at this. How about 6 guys up on the line to combat the 13 personnel? They'll run up to the weak side, and Tyleik Williams is right there. He is a monster, Tyleik Williams is. Second and 9 now for Cade McNamara. He'll roll to the right, hit as he throws. It's a wobbler, but it's caught over the middle. Caught by Caleb Brown, the former Buckeye. He was a 4-star recruit, wide receiver who transferred after his freshman year here at Ohio State, and probably one of the most talented wide receivers that Iowa's had on their roster in a long time. And he got a little Brian Hartline finishing school before he came over. First down run for Williams there. Again, when you're watching for players on Saturday in the real game, please know that the starting and best running back for the Hawkeyes is not number 4 there, LaShawn Williams, who's having a pretty good day. It's actually number 2, Caleb Johnson, and he's from the Cincinnati area, but he is their star running back, and he's playing extremely well, but he is not in the game. And I apologize that he's not in the game. Same way that JT Tuimoloau is not in the game. So LaShawn Williams will do it again. His 13th carry of the half. They'll go hurry up from Iowa. Iowa going hurry up. Look at this. Play action, McNamara firing deep left shot. Got a man. Oh, he dropped it. I was just talking all sorts of nice things about you there, Caleb Brown, and he drops the pass. 3rd and 6. Blitz coming from the Buckeyes. All kinds of heat coming. McNamara on the run. Left side drops it in the bucket. Broken tackle. 10-5. Touchdown. Seth Anderson, the junior, out of Suwanee, Georgia. How about that broken play? The Buckeyes blitzed the house. All 3 linebackers came on a 0 blitz. McNamara rolls left, throws a dart on the run. Denzel Burke beaten by Anderson, and then Burke misses the tackle as well. And that allows Anderson to scamper into the end zone, and the Buckeyes give up their first points of the game. And that was a big impact play from the Hawkeye offense, which again feels like over the last 4 to 5 years, impact offense and Iowa were never used in the same sentence. Of course, famous for winning games like 6-3 in previous years. Buckeyes now will start all the way back at their own 22-yard line. Let's see if they can respond. And George saying, oof, Burke, yes. When you 0 blitz, man, you got to cover really well or get home, and they didn't do either. Setting up screen, and he'll be blown up. I didn't even think there were any screens. Max Llewellyn will get the sack, but the screen sack does seem to have matriculated itself into the college football game, and I thought I had taken all of the screens out. Maybe I didn't. Here comes Quinshon. He'll try the middle, and it'll be a short gain. 3rd and long for the Buckeyes now with some momentum trickling back towards the Hawkeyes here. Back to pass. Good protection. Now he'll fire it short and caught, but out of bounds. Was G. Scott, and they'll have to punt again. So credit Iowa's defense there. Get a big touchdown and then a 3-and-out. Bobbled snap for McGuire. He'll boot this one up into the air. And fair catch called for and made at the 38-yard line. That's where they'll take over. 17-7. Hawkeyes with another 22 look here. Motion coming from the tight end. That's Luke Lachey, Jim Lachey's kid, from right here in Columbus, Ohio, Grandview Heights High School. 3-star kid. I don't think Ohio State ever looked at him. He's turned into a very good tight end at Iowa, which of course has sort of become tight end U here recent years. Left side throw, caught and knocked down. That's Lachey right there. And a 3rd and 1 coming up here for the Hawkeyes. Just shy of midfield. All kinds of big bodies. They're going to pull 2 to the left, from the right rather, and tackled in the backfield. All the Buckeye defensive linemen were there. They pulled their guard and their tackle from the left to the right. And another very short punt, and Davison Igbinosun, one of the gunners, actually makes the fair catch at the 28-yard line. Interesting play there. And now the Buckeyes back in business on offense. 6:50 to go first half. Here comes Travion Henderson. Left side, 30, 35. Hit down at the 36. That was a big tackle by that senior linebacker, Jay Higgins and Nick Jackson. Again, the two best players on this defense roaming the middle of that core for the Hawkeye linebackers. Play action. Quick dump left side. Got a man, G. Scott, pushed out of bounds. Coverage there was by Deshaun Lee, the safety. And now the Buckeyes will go with some tempo once again. Tempo coming here, back to pass. Firing it again, left side. A very similar looking play, if not the exact same play. 7 yards for G. Scott. 2nd and 3. Again, do appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel. Thanks so much to all our subscribers. 11:27 is where we're at. Deep shot. He's wide open. 5. Touchdown! Emeka Egbuka, what a throw! I thought we were going to get another arm punt, but this time Will Howard lofted it up in the air, and Egbuka was 10 yards behind everybody, and he throws up the Heisman. I'm not sure he's going to win it, but somebody from the Buckeyes might. Look at this throw. That was a dot to a wide open Emeka Egbuka, and a huge touchdown for the Buckeyes, now 24-7. That drive took about 8 seconds. Not 46 to be exact. 4 plays, 73 yards. Holy smokes, what a play there. Howard to Egbuka. Anyway, as I was saying, we're up to 11:27. That's a new high for our subscribers. Thank you so much. If you were the 1127th subscriber, we appreciate that so much. But if you haven't had a chance, you got yourself a new Gmail account. Don't be afraid to subscribe from those as well. Ball's out, and it's picked up by Lathan Ransom. Punched out again by the defensive line, and Ransom picks it up. I didn't see if that was Tuimoloau out on that side. No, Cody Simon, who I do not have the ability to change his number to 0, which is what he wears. But Simon's the one who shoves it out, tied up with Ty Hamilton. And Cody Simon is going to make the tackle there. All right, Keith. Thinking about you during the service today. Yes, the plan will be to do Browns tomorrow, and I'm hoping to, depending on how my evening goes, to give us Guardians Game 1 tonight as well to start our Guardians playoff sim. Little bubble screen to the left side. That picks up about 9.5. That's up a third in inches. That's Brandon Ennis. Buckeyes kick at 3:30, so I'll probably try to do it sometime in the 11, 12 in the morning to 3 o'clock window, which I believe is also when the Guardians play, for those who will be watching all of those things. But that's when we'll try to get it done. Spinning, and sacked. And big time pressure. And thrown to the ground that time by the defensive lineman again. That's Ethan Herkett. And Herkett throws Howard to the ground. 2nd and 21 coming up here all the way back to their 30-yard line for the Buckeyes. 4:30 and counting on this first half clock. They'll hand that up, fake the handoff, hit as he throws. Wobbler, tipped and almost intercepted again. Carnell Tate was the intended target. He got decked, of course, as soon as that ball got tipped. You're allowed to essentially tackle the guy. He's caught over the middle on a drag, and that sets up a 4th and 8. They'll be way short and kick the field goal here. Fielding comes in. A chance to give them a 20-point advantage. And the kick is up, and the kick is good for Jaden Fielding. Buckeyes now 27, Iowa 7. Good to have Donovan Jackson back on that left guard side. I think he was rated the highest PFF offensive lineman last week. Did I see that maybe in their social media blasts? And kick taken up to just the 13. McNamara back in there. Yeah. Well, I know you're more stoked for the guard. That's because you're not an Ohio State fan, Mason. I thought you were going to say you're way more stoked for the guards than the Browns sim. 3-step drop, McNamara. Quick dump left side. Got a man, wants one of his tight ends. That is not Luke Lachey, but it is another one of his tight ends, and that's Addison Ostranger. And Ostranger's from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, 6'4", 251. They'll give a delayed handoff on a 3rd and 7. Moulton, then he won't quite get there. Again, The starting running back for the Hawkeyes not in the game. Chose to opt out. And almost a block punt again for the Buckeyes. Ennis, fair catch at his own 39. And the Buckeyes take over again. 27-7 with 2 minutes to go here. See if they want to get aggressive. They did not get, or they will not get the second half kick here out of the pistol. Dragging across once again. G. Scott, 2-minute timeout time. Here in Columbus, beautiful day here in the capital city. Back to pass, Will Howard, 4-man rush. Zip it across the middle again. More G. Scott. He has been targeted a lot here in half number one, and he's got a first down inside the 40, and Buckeyes are going quickly again. Howard back to pass. Firing it over the middle again. Right side throw, and it's caught. That's Carnell Tate one more time, and Tate has the completion at the 25-yard line. That's where Seth McLaughlin will spike the ball. McLaughlin back to pass. Howard, deep shot, end zone, picked again. Oh, I thought it was picked again. Incomplete. I thought it was undercut again in the end zone. 2nd and 10. He has the 2 interceptions to go with his 2 touchdowns in the game. Fired right side, dropped it in a. Oh, didn't catch it. Brandon Ennis actually held on to the football, but could not get the Tootsies in bounds. 3rd and 10 here with a $1:28 to go. They're in field goal range. Do not turn the football over, Will. Long throw late left side, and he gets decked. Buka got drilled by the defensive back and dislodging the football that time. Looked like Sebastian Castro, number 29. And Fielding's kick is up and is good. His 3rd field goal of the day. 3 touchdowns, 3 field goals now. That's a 30 spot in the first quarter for the Buckeyes. 1:19 to go. Returning it one more time. Alex Eichmann, sophomore receiver out of Sussex, Wisconsin. Kay McNamara, former Michigan Wolverine. Buckeyes blitzing, bringing all kinds of pressure. Hit as he throws up in the air. It could have been intercepted. Super lucky to have that just be called incomplete. 2nd and 10, back to pass. McNamara, sidearm throw, knocked away. Lathan Ransom, the strong safety over there on that side, knocking it away. They'll go 3 timeouts here. I'm guessing they'll just hand the football off. They will. LaShawn Williams up the middle, and the Buckeyes call timeout. Trying to add to their lead is what they would like to do, apparently. And punted away into the air. Of course, Torrey Taylor, the former Iowa punter, got drafted by the Cowboys. He was kind of, or Cowboys, by the Bears. He was kind of funny to watch in Hard Knocks, if you watched Hard Knocks at all. The Australian punter. Will Howard, seam shot again. G. Scott, 10 catches now in the half for G. Scott. Unbelievable. Shotgun snap back to Will Howard. Howard now firing over the middle into traffic and dislodged. Looking for, I think, Jeremiah Smith that time, but incomplete. Back to pass. Howard, good protection. Now he'll fire late to the right side, dump it down to G. Scott, his 11th catch of the half, and now they have a 3rd and 3 coming up. Still 2 timeouts, 33 seconds, no particular hurry here. They'll go for quick, though. Over the middle, got it again. G. Scott, first down. Inside the 10, it's a 1st and goal, and Xavier Nwangpa was right with him. But the 12th first half catch for G. Scott. He has been the favored son so far. Here comes some orbit motion from Judkins. Right side, they'll go against it. Tipped away again. There were at least 3 Hawkeyes between Howard and the receiver. He has not made great choices here in the red zone. He's back to pass again. Right side, tipped again. Trying to squeeze it to his receivers, and there is just too many black jerseys in front of him. Back to pass. Howard again. Tipped again. They did it 3 times in a row and will settle for a field goal. So I would say in real life, the Chip Kelly offense, which has looked extremely sensational, looks maybe even better in the red zone. I feel like the red zone offense is really spectacular, and it has stalled out a couple of times in a row here now with 3 touchdowns and now 4 field goals for Jaden Fielding, all in goal-to-go situations. And 3 of those passes could have been intercepted. Howard needs to be a little less cavalier with the football. 14 seconds here in the first half remaining. They'll just run the clock out. Williams will go up the middle, and that's where he'll go down. And that's where this half will come to a close. Unless they choose to run another play for reasons unknown to me, which they do. And there's just another tackle for Ty Hamilton. Okay, halftime here in the capital city, 33-7. Buckeyes continuing. How about that half for G. Scott? 12 catches, 107 yards, and a touchdown. That's pretty good. Buckeyes will kick here left or right on your YouTube dial. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy on Sports joining you here today. Kit in the chat for this one. First and 10 for the Hawkeyes now, trailing 33-7. If this continues, have an opportunity to see some Buckeye depth show up in this one. 2nd and 8. Three-step, 5-step drop. He'll shuffle back. There's Luke Lachey, and Lachey's got a first down. Tackled by Davison Igbinosun. Luke Lachey. 6'6", 247. Again, Grandview Heights, Ohio, right here in Columbus. Minutes away from Ohio State's campus. Of course, his dad, Jim Lachey, NFL Ohio State All-American. And I think it just wasn't good enough to get recruited by Ohio State out of high school. Grandview's a small school. That might have been part of it, but I'm a little surprised they didn't give him a look because he's Jim Lachey's kid, but he has turned into a good one here at tight end U. Right side throw and knocked away by Denzel Burke. And they'll get him off the field once again. Ohio State just talent everywhere. And another crummy punt by their new punter. This one's going to bounce up in the air and then picked up and thrown to the ground. Innes did grab it. It's a dangerous punt that time. Howard. Right side, drag again, first down and more. That's Will Kazmarek, the second tight end, the transfer from OU. And he's got himself a first down. And they're continuing to punish Iowa through the air. Again, Iowa's defensive backs are not great. They've got good safeties and good linebackers, but pretty standard, substandard D-line and cornerbacks. I'm a little surprised they haven't run quite as much so far. Will Howard has thrown the rock a lot today. Incomplete as he tried to go to G. Scott. Covered well by Jay Higgins. We told you the superstar linebacker, 96 overall player, Jay Higgins, on this Iowa defense. Now motion coming for the running back. It's a 3rd and 7. Left side throw. He tried to throw it over the top. And Tate was open. And he's just got to layer that football over the top of the defender. He had a step on him. And I think Howard's going to wish that he had that one back. Instead, now 15 points coming from the right leg of Jaden Fielding as he drills another one. And now we're up to 36-7. So they're scoring. They've scored 8 times, but they only have 36 points. You know what I mean? 3 touchdowns and now the 5 field goals. Left side run. Good run for LaShawn Williams. He'll be tackled there by Igbinosun. He's got 21 carries, 84 yards. Pretty solid outing for him, but down 36-7. Establishing the run probably not going to be in your best interest, at least for right now. 3rd and 4. Can the Buckeye defense get off the field once again? McNamara tipped away. Cody Simon got the big hand up. Of course, he's the block-o recipient. He wears number 0, but the game does not let you change guys' numbers, so he's still rocking the 30. And another terrible punt. What is going on here? A fair catch called for and made by Jermaine Matthews, one of the gunners. And Buckeyes are going to get really good field position again. Can they punch one into the end zone? Quickly drug over the middle. Emeka Egbuka, and that ball got popped out by Jay Higgins. Flashing around is that linebacker, Jay Higgins now. 2nd and 10. Still 10-19 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Again, lots of scoring drives. This game seems like it's taken a while, and Tate's got a 9 yards, 3rd and 1. Howard will climb under center this time. Point out the defenders. Take the snap, stretch it to Judkins, and Judkins got the first down, and a flag comes in very late, and it looks like it's going to be Josh Simmons for a holding, and that's what it's going to be. They didn't even run to Josh Simmons' side, and unfortunately they'll back him up 10. It's going to be 3rd and 10 now for the Buckeyes. Motion coming from Judkins. Back to pass. He's going to run an angle route over the middle. Diving catch for a first down. Guess who? G. Scott. Holy smokes. Scott's had himself a game. Saying, which school is tight end you again? Over the middle. Caught. First down. G. Scott. 413 yards passing for Will Howard right now. They have run it, or not run it a ton, and when they have, they're getting 8, 9, 10 yards a clip like that one, Travion Henderson. Maybe just try to run it in here. You've struggled in the red zone to score touchdowns. Maybe we try running it in. Motion coming, or the pop pass. They'll give it to Ennis. Can he get wide? Brandon Ennis juking back to the middle to the goal line. They'll say 1 yard line is where he goes. 1st and goal now from the 1 inch line. Judkins in, they go goal line set. They'll pitch it. Judkins into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Yeah, maybe just a little bit more running into the end zone as Judkins flashes the Heisman. Student body right. They pitch that thing. Everybody pulled. And now 43-7 with the kick pending. Buckeyes rolling here. Another 7-play, 47-yard drive. Hey, Karen, welcome in. Good to have you on. 7:19, Buckeyes. We'll see if we get to the 50 spot. I'll put the backups in. That does do it automatically now when you get to the 4th quarter and you're wiping somebody out. Caleb Downs, the nice tackle. Moulton will cross across the middle. Why running a first down? Lathan Ransom lays the boom on him. That's the freshman running back, Kamari Moulton out of Fort Lauderdale. And he got jacked that time. Back to Williams, and he'll lose yardage. Denzel Burke covering the run nicely from his cornerback spot. And up the middle to late handoff. A little bit of a draw look to Moulton, and he'll pick up 8 to set up 3rd and 2. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Kit joining a chat here today. We are Nagy on Sports. Make sure you like the video, and they won't get it. They tried to give it to the tight end who lined up as a fullback, and they will not get it, and they'll have to punt once again with another brutally high and not very good punt. This punter is not good. 4:44 for the Buckeye offense. Starter still out there. We'll give them another drive. If they score a touchdown, we'll sub them out. Howard now, right side screen. And he was able to finally throw that one. Look how wide open Judkins is. Screen sack broken in this game too. Awesome. You guys let the Madden people around your game for a minute, didn't you? Oh, nice sweet move for Jeremiah Smith to pick up the first down. He completely jump cut it in a fully different direction and achieved the first down run after the catch. He is something else. Back to pass now. Howard over the middle. And a 15th catch for G. Scott. 153 yards. This kid is insane right now. And Chip Kelly is like, we are going to throw, and we're 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 going to throw. Again, as Will Howard had 413 yards passing here. He went over the 400-yard mark in the middle of this 3rd quarter. They're going to split it now. Trips to the left side. RPO. Got a man. Pretty open. Good read. First down. Nice run after the catch. Ooh, bad spot for Tate. 3rd and inches. Look at that. The ball is on the first down line. The first down line and line of scrimmage lines are touching, but they'll give it to Judkins, and he won't get it. Oh, my. There he is. Jay Higgins, the All-American linebacker, stuffing Judkins in the hole, and unlike previous times, Ryan Day doesn't want to go for it. He'll kick another field goal. How about 6 field goals now for Jaden Fielding? He's having a very good game. 46-7 now. for the Buckeyes. Hey, Wendell, welcome in. 46-7, Buckeyes running roughshod over the Iowa Hawkeyes here today. Motion coming. Pop pass, and Jack Sawyer just swallows him up for another TFL. A huge loss as Seth Anderson, the lone touchdown scorer for the Hawkeyes. Nice run here from Moulton to the right side, breaking tackles, and it'll be taken down by Ransom. Another 11-yard run for Kamari Moulton, but again, running does you nothing at this point. I guess maybe you've conceded defeat at 46-7. RPO, left side, late throw, caught by Anderson, or excuse me, by Gill, who kind of got lost as the Buckeyes had all but swallowed up the quarterback, but he's able to get that one out of here. That late developing RPO, he pulled that thing really late and then threw a strike for a first down. Now Williams will be blown up by Sonny Styles right at the line. 23 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. Again, appreciate everybody being on. We're our official 2024 Buckeye season sim. Also bring you our regular Brown sim tomorrow. Here's Lachey, watch out! Downs, broken tackle, Lachey, and down to the 5 and then the 3 into the 2-yard line. Luke Lachey, the all Big Ten tight end, and again, son of the color commentator Jim Lachey and former Ohio State All-American McNamara, delivers a tight end drag, and I'm really surprised that Caleb Downs misses this tackle, if I am being honest with you. But Luke Lachey does a nice job breaking it, and then Hancock and Burke and Sonny Styles save the touchdown. Wendell, I think they just announced like an hour ago that he's not going to play. 46-7, Iowa with a chance to score their second touchdown of the game here. Flipping the field. Appreciate everybody being on. Nagy on Sports is the channel. 15 minutes back up on the clock. And they'll give it, pitch, left side, outside run, touchdown. And that's supposed to be Caleb Johnson. Where did he come from? Where did he actually come from? I can't change their depth chart, but there he is, Caleb Johnson. Into the end zone. He's supposed to be the starter. Where was he? Where has he been all game? He must be like the power back, and that's it. That's so weird. Maybe the game doesn't know how good he is. Regardless, they score their second touchdown of the game. We'll give the starters. That is strange. Yeah, he's supposed to be their starter. And I went and looked at the depth chart. It doesn't give me the chance to change their depth chart. So I just assumed he wasn't on the game or in the roster, but he just must be lower rated than LaShawn Williams is. Hit right there at the 16-yard line, and Buckeyes will keep their starters in. We'll do one more drive with the Buckeyes if they score points here. Yeah, that is strange, George. Sorry about that. Option keeper, Howard, 15-20. Hit right there at the 20-yard line. I'll pick up 5 yards, Will Howard on the option keeper. And here comes Travion. Just haven't run the ball a lot today. He'll pick up 4, 3rd and 1. They should hand the ball off a bunch. 2 incredible running backs. 3rd and 1. Howard, fake snap, taps the right hip. And RPO left side, first down. Jeremiah, 30. Watch out, 35-40, 45-50 to the 45 on the other side, and a touchdown saving tackle by Zach Lutmer. And Lutmer does his best because otherwise Smith house calls that thing. That's just a little bubble screen RPO. Jeremiah Smith is so good. Here comes Travion. Whoa, blown up in the backfield. The pulling guard forgot about Llewellyn on that one. And Max Llewellyn, the 6'5", 258-pound junior, makes a nice play there. Here comes Quinshon up the middle. Stutter step through the hole. First down now, just a yard. He got it. First down, Quinshon Judkins. And play action. Howard firing right side. Ooh, that was a long throw. G. Scott was open, but 2 Iowa Hawkeye defenders able to get over and throw him to dislodge the football there. Now he'll throw it right side. Shot play, caught at the 2. What a catch. Brandon Innes, he's your 4th. He's wide receiver 4 on this team, and he's a 5-star kid. He was the best receiver in the country last year. And he's your 4th best wide receiver. What a luxury. And he makes a great catch. And now a touchdown over the middle. Jeremiah Smith. Only fitting that the freshman gets one. I salute you, he says. We get to have that kid for 3 years, my friends. We get 3 years of that kid, which is something special. 53-14. Buckeyes cooking with gas now. And as we had said before, it's time for coaching mass sub starters? Mass sub backups. There we go. So we're going to get some backups, and then we're going to make sure that we don't see a whole bunch of Travion Henderson as the backup, like 3rd down back. There we go. People's there. Travion is not going to be there. And then we do not need Travion to technically be the backup running back. There we go. All right. At this point, we might be able to see Julian Sayin as well. That might be kind of fun. So, 53-14, Buckeyes will kick this one off here. And those threes will... I was talking to somebody who thought that... it was my buddy, I think we were on social media chatting about it, that he said that Geno Smith... Because I guess he's Geno Smith's cousin or nephew or something like that, Jeremiah Smith is. And that Geno Smith was advising him to sit out. Because we're going to get some pass interference potentially here on the defense. Aaron Scott, the freshman corner. The guilty party, it looked like. It is, yes. But that they said that maybe he should claret it and just sit out or fight the system. Or so I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if that's in his personality or not. Pressure up the middle and it'll go down. Jason Moore was there first, number 94. And you can see that the Hawkeyes have gone to a backup quarterback as well. I'm not sure who it is. Sullivan is his name. He's not supposed to be number 6. But he is the backup quarterback. And they even have a Sullivan on the team. Hit as he throws that time. Oh yeah, there he is. He's supposed to be number 1. Brendan Sullivan, junior cornerback after Davis of Michigan now. Sullivan. Hit as he throws. It'll be sacked again by Jason Moore. What a play there for the backup Buckeye defense. Yeah, I was to say, I don't feel like he's that type 2, but you never know. I guess we didn't think that way about Maurice Claret as well. Again, I think NIL helps a lot. Obviously, he's doing all right already and will only continue to get more NIL bucks. So I don't know if there's any reason for him to try to just sit out and wait until he's draft eligible. All right, into the game, Devin Brown, 9:43 to go. Junior Devin Brown handed off. James Peoples, the true freshman out of Texas. He's been pretty solid for them in relief. Wendell, I haven't heard that one yet. Has anybody else heard about Njoku's status for Sunday? I know that Nick Chubb will not be playing. I don't know if Chief will be or not. But he did get interviewed. He had press time today, so I don't know what that means or not. And up the middle, Peoples, he'll lose the yard that time, not able to get it. Credit the Iowa defense, but they're going to go for it. Why not? Devin Brown stays in the game. Punter don't need no practice, but get these backup linemen something to play with. Here comes an option keeper from Devin Brown. Spun forward. Did he get it? I don't think he did. Nope. Tackled by Coyne Entringer, sophomore defensive back, and Devin Brown has got to get that first down. He had it in his sights. Couldn't quite bring it in. And now 7 minutes and counting here. 53-14, Ohio State in the driver's seat. And trending towards a big win and staying undefeated. They'll be 5-0 heading into the game, at least at this juncture. Heading into the game. Since it looks like Michigan might be down a little bit. That means the big game is this, and that is at the Oregon Ducks, which is coming up again 1 week from now in Autzen Stadium. 7:30 NBC game. That's going to be a wild one for sure. But got to get through the Hawkeyes tomorrow, and we know that they are a very good defense. How about Caden Curry, the junior, getting in for a sack? As Brendan Sullivan tried to load up and get rid of it, couldn't do it fast enough. Sullivan with good protection, dumps it out, and a flag comes down. Was he hit late? It looks like he was. Cameraman thinks it's on Caden Curry, and it is. That's a free first down for the Buckeyes. So, you know, it's tough, man. These backups, they're trying to come in and make a play, and it does end up roughing the passer there. First and 10 now. Sullivan fired left side. Almost picked, and then somehow, I thought he caught it, but he was not able to catch it. It was like partially intercepted, then it was caught, but then it was dropped. 2nd and 10 now. 6 minutes exactly on this fourth quarter clock. Brendan Sullivan sacked again. This time there's no roughing. Caden Curry was sacked number 2 of the drive. And for a backup as a junior, Caden Curry is a monster and ready to take over for JTT and Jack Sawyer next year. Back to pass. Sullivan hit as he throws, and it's a wobbler right down the middle. Ooh, he was loaded up for a deep shot and instead got hit pretty hard. How was Iowa punting this direction again? I guess, was that all the second quarter with those weird punts? Maybe it was. Anyway, Devin Howard back into the game. 5:18 to go. Devin Howard, Devin Brown. Devin Howard is not a person. Peoples will run for 4 to the left side. Devin Brown, I mean. Not Devin Howard. At least they're letting that clock run down. They'll try a wide run to the 25, Peoples, and he'll be shoved down at the 26. Sets up a 3rd and 3. The legendary Devin Howard, yes. Just don't say Desmond Howard. Switching up the play is Devin Brown. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds here on the clock. Hits him in the chest. It looked like he wasn't ready for it. It was QB power all the way, and they won't get it too predictable. Iowa makes the stop, and that's going to be punt time here. And this punt shanked way up in the air. Both punters struggling a little bit. And 3rd and 21, 3:21 on the clock here. First down for the Hawkeyes. Sullivan drag across the middle. Completes it to his intended target on that play. And that is the wide receiver, Caden Wetjen, excuse me. Easy for me to say. Sullivan tipped into coverage. Jordan Hancock probably shouldn't be in the game, but he knocks it away. 3rd and 4. Play action. Sullivan dumps it over the middle. Caught easy. First down. Estrego. And Estrego's got himself to the 40. First down, Hawkeyes. This one was a fun one, guys. Do appreciate everybody on. Again, Kit and I appreciate all of our subscribers as we're going to get another sack for Jason Moore. Does himself a little dance there. And that's the 2-minute warning. But Kit and I very much appreciate it, guys. Thanks. Make sure you like the video as well. Again, late night, if I can stay up late enough, we'll start our Guardians postseason sim around sometime tomorrow, middle of the day as well. Enjoy the Guardians in the playoffs. Enjoy the real Buckeyes. And we'll see you again when we sim next, but we do appreciate it very, very much. And again, so appreciative of all of our subscribers. Here's a 3rd and 14. We will do the stats at the end of the game. Are we going to have another sack? There's 3 sacks in this quarter for Jason Moore, the backup defensive tackle. This kid is pistol whipping the backup lineman. Oh, almost a blocked punt again, and this guy's punting like 10 yards at a time. And now the Buckeyes will have potentially one more drive of offense. 1:37 to go. Could just kneel it down. Instead, here comes the freshman James Peoples. Peoples spun down at the 34. Maybe they wait to get it under 40 seconds. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, this one was a lot of fun, guys. I'll run through the stats here, but thank you so much for joining me on this one. For our Week 6 sim, the big Buckeye and Oregon sim will come up next week. And it'll be a big one. So really appreciate you being on. Thanks, Kit, for being able to join as well in the chat. All of our subscribers are the best. Let's knock this one out real quick. There's a nice run by the freshman, James Peoples. And that's where this one will end. 3, 2, and 1. Buckeyes 53, Iowa 14. Look at the closest guy that looked like Ryan Day to me. And very, very efficient game, despite a couple of errant throws from Will Howard. He threw for 514 yards. Take that, Kirk Cousins. 514 yards today for Will Howard. They threw the ball a bunch. Clearly something that they felt like they could do to the Iowa defense in this one. McNamara today, 13 for 26 for 175 yards and a touchdown. Brendan Sullivan, again, the junior out of Davison, Michigan, 5 for 11 for 40 yards at the end of the game. LaShawn Williams, 23 for 83. Caleb Johnson, 1 for 2 and a touchdown again. Oh, it's because he's a 65 overall. Look at that. He's a 65 overall, and LaShawn Williams is an 80. So that's why he's buried on the depth chart, because the game thinks that he sucks. But he's like their starting running back. That's weird. Interesting. Luke Lachey, no surprise there. 5 for 77. Ostrengo, 3 for 16. Seth Anderson had the big run after catch for the touchdown in this one. Defensively speaking, no surprise, the heavy hitters at the top with Longpaw, as well as the Sebastian Castro, number 29. He is a superstar, 92 overall rated safety as well. You got Schulte looking at him, an 89. I told you they're safeties. And the linebackers, there's Jackson at 90 overall. There's Jay Higgins at 94 overall. I told you those were their best players. 1 sack today for Llewellyn, 1 for Herkett. The 2 interceptions were by Xavier Longpaw and Jermari Harris. For Ohio State, for Ohio State, Will Howard today, 41 of 61 for 514. 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. I'm not sure they're going to throw the ball 61 times tomorrow. 14 carries for Travion, 54 yards, 8 for 35 for People, 7 for 39, and the touchdown for Quinshon. Devin Brown added 1 carry for 2 yards as well. 15 for 153 today and a touchdown for G. Scott. 9 for 122 and a touchdown for Jeremiah Smith. 6 for 89 and a touchdown for Carnell Tate. 5 for 62 and a touchdown for Ibuka. 3 for Ennis, Mylan Graham, Quinshon, and Kazmarek. Each added a catch as well. How about G. Scott with 6 pancakes there? Sonny Styles with 9 tackles, 8 for Simon and Sawyer and Ransom. And this one, 3.5 sacks today for Jason Moore in the reserve role. Caden Curry with 1.5, 1 for Ty Hamilton. He was the only starter to register a sack. They didn't turn the ball over today through the air, but they did on the ground. 2 forced fumbles, Simon and Sawyer. 2 forced fumble recoveries, Hancock and Ransom. Also 6 for 6 for Jaden Fielding, and the field goals was a big part of it. 53-14 is the Buckeyes per our custom here in the game. If you would like to stay on for a moment, we'll fast forward the week and see the rest of the results and how the top 25 shakes out. Our recruiting's going pretty well. We've got 3 guys to commit so far, 2 5-stars and a 4-star. Continuing to work on that recruiting as we will take this one. Hey, there you go, 5-star center committing as well. 5-star outside linebacker committing. Good week for us in the recruiting. 2 more 5-stars with 1, 2, 3 more having us in their top area. So we'll take that as well. If you haven't played the game, it's insanely fun and addicting. Jason Moore, Big Ten Player of the Week with 3 sacks. He played half a quarter of football. And he's the National Player of the Week as well with 3 sacks. That is insane to me. There it is, Ohio State, Oregon, friends. It's coming up next. It's going to be a big one. Let's take a quick look at your top 25 here. And Ohio State still remains number 1. No surprise. Oregon at number 2. So next week is going to be 1 versus 2. That's insanity to me. Ole Miss at number 3, Jackson Dart and company. Clemson better in the game than they are in real life. Missouri at number 5, Utah at number 6, LSU 7, and then Miami at 10. Those are the rest of your. SMU at 13, undefeated as well. Then you get Michigan. They are 5-1, 4-1 Alabama, 3-2 Georgia, who is struggling in the game for whatever reason. 4-1 Texas. And you get Arizona. Iowa State also undefeated. Louisville losing to SMU. Penn State lost to UCLA. Look at them drop from 4 all the way down to 17. That's tough for the Spartans. Or for the Nittany Lions to go out to UCLA. Actually, home against UCLA. Gosh, they lost by 14 points. That's tough. And that rounds out the top 25. All right, guys, this one was a lot of fun. Do appreciate you being on. Again, thanks so much to all of our subscribers. Make sure you like the video. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Today we will say, go Buckeyes. And as always, go Browns.